Why we do what we do. Introduction: the mystery behind human actions. Every single day, humans make thousands of decisions, most of them without conscious thought. We wake up at a certain time, choose what to wear, decide what to eat, react emotionally to situations, trust some people and avoid others. But have you ever stopped to ask a simple yet powerful question? Why do we do what we do? This audiobook explores the deep psychological forces that shape human behavior. It reveals that our actions are not random. They are driven by a complex interaction of biology, past experiences, emotions, beliefs, social influence, and unconscious mental processes. While we like to believe we're logical and rational, psychology shows us that much of our behavior is automatic and emotionally driven. Understanding why we behave the way we do gives us power. Power to change habits, improve relationships, make better decisions, and gain control over our lives. This audiobook is not about judging behavior, it is about understanding it. Chapter 1: The Illusion of Free Will. Most people believe they are fully in control of their decisions. Psychology challenges this belief. Research shows that the brain often makes decisions before we become consciously aware of them. Experiments using brain scans demonstrate that neural activity predicting a decision occurs seconds before a person reports making a choice. This suggests that the conscious mind often just explains decisions that the subconscious has already made. This does not mean free will does not exist. It means free will is limited. Our choices are influenced by genetics, upbringing, culture, emotional state, and environmental cues. Understanding this illusion helps us become more compassionate toward ourselves and others. Chapter 2: The Subconscious Mind, the Real Decision Maker. The subconscious mind controls up to 90 to 95% of human behavior. It stores beliefs, emotional memories, habits, fears, and automatic responses. For example, you feel uncomfortable around certain people without knowing why. You repeat habits even when you want to stop. You react emotionally before thinking logically. These reactions come from subconscious programming formed during childhood and reinforced through repetition. The subconscious mind prioritizes safety and familiarity, not happiness or success. Until we understand this hidden force, we remain trapped in repeated behavioral patterns. Chapter 4: Emotions Drive Action More Than Logic. Humans are emotional beings first, logical beings second. We often justify decisions logically, but emotions make the choice. Fear, desire, guilt, shame, excitement, and love influence behavior more than facts. For example, people buy products because of how they feel, not because of features. We stay in unhealthy relationships due to emotional attachment. Fear of failure stops us from trying, even when logic says success is possible. The brain's emotional center, the limbic system, reacts faster than the rational brain. Learning emotional awareness allows us to pause and respond rather than react. Chapter 5: Childhood Conditioning and Learned Behavior. Much of adult behavior is learned during childhood. Parents, teachers, and early experiences teach us what is safe or dangerous, what behavior is rewarded or punished, how love and approval are earned. If a child is criticized often, they may develop low self-esteem. If a child feels unsafe, they may grow into an anxious adult. These patterns continue unless consciously challenged. Psychology calls this conditioning. The mind learns through repetition and emotional intensity. Understanding our conditioning is the first step towards healing and growth. Chapter 6: Habits, the Invisible Structure of Life. Habits shape daily behavior more than motivation. Every habit follows a loop. Cue, a trigger; routine, the behavior; reward, emotional or physical satisfaction. For example, stress, scrolling social media; temporary relief. boredom, snacking, pleasure. Habits exist to save mental energy. The brain prefers automatic behavior. Changing habits requires changing cues, rewards, or emotional associations, not just willpower. Chapter 7. The need for belonging and social approval. Humans are social creatures. Our survival once depended on group acceptance. This need still drives behavior today. We copy trends, seek validation on social media, change opinions to fit in, fear rejection more than failure. Psychology shows us that social pressure can override personal values. Experiments prove that people will agree with a group even when they know it's wrong. Awareness of this need allows us to choose authenticity over approval. Chapter 7. Fear, the most powerful motivator. Fear is a survival mechanism, but it also controls modern behavior. Common fears include fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of rejection, fear of change. Fear keeps people in comfort zones. The brain interprets emotional risk as physical danger. This is why growth feels uncomfortable. Learning to recognize fear-based decisions helps us move forward instead of staying stuck. Chapter 8. Cognitive biases, how the mind distorts reality. The brain uses shortcuts called cognitive biases to process information quickly. While helpful, they often lead to errors. Common biases include confirmation bias, seeking information that supports beliefs; negativity bias, focusing on bad experiences; availability bias, judging based on recent events. These biases influence opinions, relationships, and decisions without our awareness. Critical thinking and self-reflection reduce their power. Chapter 9. Motivation, pleasure, pain, and purpose. All behavior is driven by two forces: avoiding pain, seeking pleasure. However, long-term motivation comes from purpose. When actions align with values and meaning, behavior becomes consistent. People with clear purpose build discipline, recover from failure, maintain long-term habits. Understanding personal values transforms motivation from temporary to lasting. Chapter 10. Breaking behavioral patterns. Change is possible, but not instant. Key steps include awareness of triggers, emotional regulation, rewriting beliefs, repetition of new behavior. The brain is adaptable. This ability, called neuroplasticity, allows us to form new neural pathways through consistent practice. Small changes repeated daily create lasting transformation. Conclusion: self-awareness is the key to freedom. When we understand our mind, we stop blaming ourselves. We change habits with compassion. We make conscious choices. We live intentionally. Psychology gives us the tools to understand behavior. Awareness gives us the power to change it. The more you understand yourself, the more control you gain over your life. Like, share, and subscribe for more short motivational audiobooks that inspire growth, confidence, and success.